Why is Nvidia valued at $1 trillion, primarily due to AI? Semiconductor manufacturer Nvidia has become a major influence in the rapidly expanding AI market because of its potent chips, which are utilized in the brute force computing that drives programs like ChatGPT. For a brief moment, Nvidia Corp's market value approached $1 trillion, as the chipmaker's potential for artificial intelligence propelled it into an exclusive group of 5 US corporations. Early in the session, the stock increased 7.7%, pushing Nvidia closer to $1 trillion, but it later withdrew from that mark in the afternoon. The only other US companies with trillion-dollar valuations are Alphabet Inc., Amazon.com Inc., Apple Inc., and Microsoft Corp. Less than 10 companies worldwide have made the distinction. The reason for Nvidia's success in the semiconductor business is its emphasis on artificial intelligence, AI, as evidenced by the fact that the most AI-powered business rely on its GPUs and that sales of its chips and data centers have increased by 14%. The semiconductor specialist, Nvidia, has experienced a rise in market value as a result of its record-breaking sales of AI technology. Originally created for video games, Nvidia's graphics processing units are now vital parts of many products such as cars and robots because of their strength and capacity to speed up multimedia applications and users. Allowing software developers to use its GPUs allowed Nvidia to expand into new markets such as cryptocurrency mining, which helped the company outperform Intel in terms of market value. However, as the gaming business and cryptocurrency market collapsed, so did sales. Since the business put a significant wager on deep learning 10 years ago, Nvidia's sales of chips for data centers powering AI have climbed by 14%. This growth is attributed to the growing requirement for Nvidia chips in AI calculations. Because Nvidia processors can execute complicated computations concurrently, which traditional processing units cannot do as quickly, and because rival GPUs have not secured a substantial market share in AI computing, Nvidia chips are perfect for AI. With its processors powering most companies in the AI battle, Nvidia's stock shot up in late 2022. The company's AI computation sector accounted for most of its sales and exceeded Wall Street estimates. The enormous demand for GPUs and the inability of Nvidia's supply chain to keep up with it are the results of the company's success generative AI. Nvidia's emphasis on artificial intelligence skills has contributed to its success in the chip sector despite difficulties in the supply chain and tensions between the US and China. With $184 billion increase in market value in a single day, Nvidia's AI technology has become increasingly important to the company's success. For Nvidia's shares to keep their lead throughout the day, they needed to stay above $404.86. By late afternoon trading, the stock had given up some of its gains, closing just below $1 trillion valuation while maintaining a new 52-week high. The chipmaker's stock shot up last week after at least quarterly profits that far exceed consensus projections on both the top and bottom lines. With the notable exception of Intel, other chipmakers benefit from Nvidia's growth, which was also partly driven by more optimistic than anticipated predictions. Notably, Nvidia predicted $11 billion in sales for just the second quarter of the 2024 fiscal year. The projected sales exceeded the consensus forecast by $7.15 billion by 50%. With the artificial intelligence craze and the potential for a pause in Fed rate hikes, chipmakers segments of the tech sector and the Nasdaq have all had spectacular years this year. In addition to Nvidia, Alphabet, Meta, and Microsoft saw increased trade. For generative AI systems like Google's Bard and OpenAI's ChatGPT, Nvidia's graphics processing units or GPUs are essential. Although the business has long been a pioneer in the so-called discrete or standalone GPU market, many customers believe that GPUs were mainly used for demanding video games until recently. This notion has been disproved by the rise of AI and cryptocurrency mining, and as a result, GPU suppliers and manufacturers such as Nvidia, Advanced Micro Devices, and Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing have witnessed a sharp increase in price traces in recent months. In contrast, Intel has typically concentrated on the chip market for central processing units, or CPUs. Intel suffered from inventory concerns and development challenges. Comparatively speaking, the company hasn't joined the surge of investor interest. Mr. Rayo worked on chips meant to replace Nvidia's graphics processing units, which are parts modified for AI, like machine learning at a startup that massive semiconductor company. However, Mr. Rayo said that Nvidia quickly improved its products with new AI features that contradicted what Intel was producing, whereas Intel moved slowly. Following his departure from Intel, Mr. Rayo led the software startup by Mosaic ML. He tested Nvidia's CPUs against competitors' offerings. For over a decade, Nvidia has established an almost unbeatable advantage in the production of processors capable of handling intricate artificial intelligence tasks, such as speech, picture, and facial recognition, in addition to producing text for chatbots such as ChatGPT. by identifying the artificial intelligence trend early on, customizing its chips for certain activities, and creating essential software to support the growth of AI, the former industry upstart attained its supremacy. Since then, co-founder and CEO of Nvidia, Jensen Huang, has continued to push the envelope. His business has also provided clients with access to specialist computers, computing services, and other resources for their building possession in order to keep its top spot. According to research from Nvidia, Nvidia currently holds a larger position in training generative AI models and accounts for more than 70% of AI chip sales, even though other companies such as IBM, Amazon, Google, and Meta have also built AI chips. When the business predicted a 64% increase in quarterly sales in May, much more than Wall Street had anticipated, it became evident that it was the most obvious beneficiary of the artificial intelligence revolution. Before becoming one of the movement's most well-known faces, Mr. Huang, 60, promoted artificial intelligence for years. He's well known for his signature black leather jacket. In public, he has stated that the computing industry is undergoing its greatest change since IBM established the fundamentals of operating systems and software 60 years ago. These days, AI chatbots are taking the place of difficult software development, while GPUs and other special purpose chips are replacing regular microprocessors, according to him. Mr. Huang expanded on the 2006 in order to design the GPUs for new activities and transform them for single-purpose chips into more general-purpose ones that might take on other responsibilities in domains like physics and chemical simulations. He introduced a software platform known as CUDA. In response, Nvidia changed every aspect of our company to advance this new field, as Mr. Huang stated recently at the National Taiwan University's commencement. The endeavor elevated Nvidia above the status of a component supplier and is estimated by the business to have cost over $30 billion over a 10-year period. In addition to working with top scientists and startups, the corporation assembled a workforce that actively engaged in AI tasks like building and refining language models. Noticing ahead of time what AI practitioners require, Nvidia developed several layers of critical software in addition to CUDA. These contain hundreds of pre-written code segments, known as libraries, which spared programmers from having to work as much. Every few years, Nvidia became known for its reliable delivery of faster chips in the hardware market. It began modifying GPUs in 2017 to tackle particular AI computations. In order to improve the efficiency of artificial intelligence AI jobs, Nvidia, which had previously only supplied chips or circuit boards for other business systems, started selling whole computers in the same year. Nvidia has recently partnered with major tech firms and invested in well-known AI startups that utilize its chips in an effort to increase its impact. In June, Inflection AI reported that Nvidia and other investors had contributed $1.3 billion to the company. The funds were utilized to partially pay for the acquisition of 2022 H1 chips. CEO of Inflection, Mustafa Suleiman, stated that while Nvidia goods were not required, there was no competitive options available. That's all for today. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications. Also, express your valuable thoughts in the comment section below. Until then, bye! Also spend some time watching other videos on the channel.